Hey guys, happy Monday, happy bank holiday Monday if you're in the UK. But yes, it's the start of the week and it's the first video of the week, and I've decided to go for Bend It Like Beckham. What a movie, what an important film for me. I can't explain to you guys how much this film means to me. I remember when it first came out in 2002, I was 7 years old when this movie came out, and it was such a poignant moment in my life because at that point, I had already built up this massive love for film and cinema, but I had never at that point seen anybody that looked like me on the screen, and not just any screen, on the British screen, you know, not like Bollywood or anything. Like, it was a proper British movie with a British Asian from England. And I mean, this character Jess couldn't get any closer to me even if she tried. We were like identical. We still are in many ways. I was the biggest tomboy. All I wanted to do was play football. I supported Man United, and I didn't care less about dresses or makeup or boys. It didn't interest me. I was always hanging around with my brothers, annoying the hell out of them. And I saw myself in Jess when watching Bend It Like Beckham. I couldn't believe it. Not only was she a British Asian, but she was a Sikh, and she supported United, and she had this massive family. And that film, I can go on and on about it. It's scary how authentic it is to the real life culture that I live in. It's scary. It's very scary to see how on point it was. And I can watch that film over and over again, and I just love it. I love the story of Bend It Like Beckham. I love how it's this girl who's from this culture that kind of treats things like sports for girls like a massive taboo. It was just unheard of, and it's a one of its kind, and it's just incredible. And I love how she kind of disregards all of that and just continues to go for what she believes in and what makes her happy, and it pans out in the end. So I mean, that's what we're trying to do, aren't we? Really, we're just trying to make our way through until we get there. And I love this film, and I've just picked out little snippets of the film that I love. You know, things that really relate to me, like speaking to David Beckham, like a David Beckham poster, and just talking like he could talk back. No, I don't do it now, but I mean, back in the day I did have conversations with myself just like that, you know, talk to myself, question everything, worry about what my parents would think if I did this or if I did that. And the scene where you know, Jess is really embarrassed to wear shorts and play football. Again, it's, you know, obviously she's got this big scar on her leg, but things like that, you know. Growing up, very conservative, didn't really like wearing shorts, didn't really like showing a lot of my body, feeling self-conscious, and now I have to go play sports, you know, half naked, quite frankly, in front of a boy. What? It would never happen. Actually, I can remember when I was in primary school, I had to wear shorts. It was too hot, and it was sports. We were playing sports at school, and I remember tripping up in the playground, and I fell on the floor. And I can remember my teacher picked me up, and he was a man. He was quite a young man at the time. He was like 24, 25. And he picked me up, and I remember I was like, oh my god, a man's touching my legs. Actually, that sounds weird. It was very, very innocent. Anyway, side note, let's talk about the things we want to divulge to the world before we say them, Kamari. And yeah, the very last scene, which is one of my favourite scenes, where it's just the big, it's the standoff, it's the here it goes, it's now or never. You gotta fight for what you want, and that's what Jess does. And she does it so passionately that her dad is like, whoa, I never knew it meant that much to you, and I kind of see myself in you when it comes to that, but I was too afraid to go for it, and you're not. So you know what? You go, girl. And that's what that scene is about. It's kind of like really taking a stand, especially when you've got parents that that they want the best for you, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes what they want for you isn't the best thing for you at all, in all honesty. It doesn't mean they don't mean well, they just love you and want you to do well. But the thing is, so do you. You want you to do well, and you want to do what you love every day. Like I am. This is what I love every day. So yeah, I just love it. And you know what, it's been really fun. I've never touched this film in terms of like monologues and self-tapes. But you know what, it's got me in the mood because United won on the weekend, and now that we've won 2 games in a row, I'm acting like every other United fan, where I've kind of forgotten that we've gone through a 9-year drought and not won anything, and the fact that last season was a complete disaster. We beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool 2-1, and then we beat, who did we play on the weekend? We beat Southampton 1-0, but it was a clean sheet, and it got me excited. I'm getting excited for this new Eric team, and I think Ten Hag's going to do wonders with it. I have a good feeling about him. I'm praying he's going to, you know, do us right, and we've got all these new players coming in, and it's just exciting. And you know, there's a big buzz around it at the moment, and not only that, but women's football. I mean, England just won the Euros. I can't get over it. I cried when I saw it, when they won, and I watched them pick up the trophy. I cried my eyes out. I was so happy for them. And then I put a post on my Instagram, and I was just like, well, the girls are always going to bring it home if you give them a chance. So, and it's so lovely to see that 20 years later, from Bend It Like Beckham, which is the highest grossing football film ever, 20 years later, England, the women's team, win the Euros. I mean, you just can't get any better than that, and I'm so happy to have lived in a time of it, and I love this film, and this is like dream role for me. If ever an opportunity like this came about, I would jump at the chance, because Jess is the one. She's sick, she's amazing, and I love her. And yeah, I hope you guys watch it. Please go and watch it. I'll leave a link up to the video here, and yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop. See you next week. Jack Black joke there. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.